What's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Headshot and thank you guys for joining us. Today we are reviewing the Streamlight Microstream USB. This is going to be one of 3 EDC flashlights I'm going to show you guys. We did our EDC video a couple months ago. There was a big hole in my EDC and you guys recognized it. I recognized it. Even while doing the video I recognized it. And I said I got to get this straight. So the folks at Streamlight sent this out to us, man. We really appreciate their support. And we're going to try this one out. And like I said, we got 3 flashlight reviews coming to you guys in the next month or two. This one being the most relevant for EDC, I wanted to show it off first. And follow us on Facebook. I'm always sharing stories and all kinds of stuff for you guys. I don't do a lot of social media outlets, but Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, those are my big ones. So come over and check us out. And I'll hook you guys up with some awesome deals and all kinds of stories and, you know, just whatever I get into my feed I like to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a tiny light, and that's why I wanted to show it to you, because it's very impressive. We'll talk about features. I'm going to show you some different features that it has over the video, so I'm not going to take a lot of time showing you some of this stuff, but trust me, this is going to be pretty cool and it's got a lot to offer. We'll also do pros and cons like we do with everything. So let's go ahead and get started, run through the specs. Overall length, 3.8 inches. It is 1.2 ounces, very small. Just in comparison, some light that's been around a long time, the ProTac 1L, this one right here is considered to be a pretty small light. The Microstream is even smaller, even skinnier all the way around. It's almost pencil diameter. That's how small this thing is. So as far as your lumens, 250 lumens on high. It's going to run at an hour and a half at 250 lumens, and it has a 68 meter throw, or a 68 meter beam on high, and then it's going to run for 3.5 hours at 50 lumens and has a 31 meter beam on low. The battery type is a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. This thing is very cool. It is waterproof. You'll see a seal right there. There's your battery. Put this back in. And like I said, it's rechargeable. I love rechargeable batteries. I hate having to worry about changing out your battery. So basically what happens is this part is actually a protective sleeve over your USB. So one of the problems that I had with the Phoenix in the past is it was exposed. It had a little rubber flap that went over the top of this, and that flap basically was gone by the time the flashlight was grilled, literally grilled. But this, I like this because it's nice. It protects it. It's also waterproof. It has a light right here, so it's red if it's charging, green if it's fully charged. It takes about 4 hours to fully charge it. Now what's cool is this comes in 4 different colors. You have the Coyote, like brown, FDE kind of version, blue, red, and the black version you see here. It's not just colors though. So the Coyote is the only one that's different. It's like the tactical version. The Coyote basically is the opposite of this. So what happens, you have your button back here. By the way, this button is really hard to depress, which is good because it's not going to inadvertently turn on. I can promise you that. So you got to get used to that. So whenever you first click it on, that's low. You double click, see if we can get it. Sometimes I can't get it to do it all the way, but I'll show you in the video so it's easier to see as opposed to having all these lights around. But that's it. You double click for high, single click for low. The Coyote version, single click is high, second click is low. All right, we'll talk about a little bit more about that here in a minute. So you have a waterproof rechargeable flashlight that's well under 2 ounces. So I think that's pretty awesome. And 250 lumens for a light this size, that ain't bad. That is not bad at all. The clip, I think, is probably one of my second favorites, or my second favorite feature. So it's a reversible, not a reversible clip, but a dual clip pretty much. So you have your regular clip, so you can clip it inside your pants pocket, and then you have this clip right here. And what I love this for is putting it on my hat, going hands-free. I can do whatever I want and still have light. Awesome feature. That clip just really makes this thing stand out. You have an anodized machined aluminum scratch resistant body. You can see I do have nicks on it. I've dropped it. And most of the scratches and stuff, especially around the rim in this area, actually happen when I pull it out and it's scratching on my knife, my Spyderco. So it's constantly rubbing up against the knife. That's mainly what you're seeing right there. And then you have a scratch-resistant polycarbonate lens, LED, IPX4 water-resistant, impact-resistant, and the lifetime warranty through Streamlight. Now that we got the main features out of the way, I'm going to run through a couple tests with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to show you, but I also want to talk about some of these tests here in a minute, and then we will go to pros and cons and our overall opinion on the Streamlight. We will see you guys in a minute. All right, first one, water test. It's water resistant, not supposed to be waterproof, but we're going to see if it works anyways. Let's drop it in. This headshot can show you there. The light is still on, which is good. That's what we want. You know, an accidental drop, something like that, you don't want to have to worry. Is my light still going to work? After, there's high mode. Drop it in. Make sure it works. I don't expect anything to change there. You know, it's not meant to go diving, you know, deep sea diving to the Titanic or anything. It's meant to be drop resistant. So, you know, you accidentally drop it. There you go. It's still going to work. Very nice feature. Let's go to test number 2. All right, drop test. Let's see how it works. Lights on. We're going to drop it. All right, light's still on. Let's try it on high. I don't think that'll make a difference. Light's still on. They tested at 1 meter, and everything looks like it's still working. Now, this is one thing I've noticed, is that if the button back here, obviously, if it gets unscrewed a little bit, screw it back on, and your light comes back on. I don't think it's an issue with the drop at all. It just gets unscrewed from time to time, so make sure that you obviously check that. Now let's go outside and try it out there. All right, we'll show you 50 lumens first here up close. You can tell for up close work, this is where this thing really shines. But if you need 250 lumens, watch the difference. Now I'm gonna take this out in the yard. You probably can't see much of anything right now. Now let's try it at 250. There you go. You can see the difference. Now this is not like a, you know, it's not supposed to be a spot beam, you know, for you guys and, you know, coming into the harbor or anything. I mean, really, but for EDC up close, this thing really has quite a bit of light. Up close, it will blind you at 250. So really decent amount of light, I think, for such a small flashlight for sure. All right, so one thing I wanted to show you guys really quick, how it actually looks and sits in my pocket. It's got a really low clip, so it's not going to be sticking way out here. It sits low enough where you can actually, it's recessed. It looks just like a knife or something like that. But if you need to get to it, there you go, there it is. So it sits really low, which is something I definitely like. And you can see how close it actually sits to my knife. You can see how the flashlight would get scratched up, you know, wearing it every single day. But I like how it sits in the pocket. The clip is really nice. All right, so you've seen some of our tests there. It passed the water test. Drop test, I've dropped it numerous times, but just wanted to show you that it still works. And the light throw is really good for something this small and this light. I think it's really impressive, and I like how it sits in the pocket. Love the double clip. Mrs. Hegshot was laughing at me as I was putting this thing on. She said it looked funny, but I don't care because it's such an awesome feature. And then also the price. I mean, really, you can find these things anywhere from, you know, 35 to 50 bucks, depending on where you shop. So they're really not a lot of money for something that you're going to carry every day, and it's made by Streamlight. So no qualms about that company at all. I think people know that they make good stuff. So pros here really quick: light and great for EDC. This is something, you know, with everything that we're carrying and all that kind of stuff, you don't want to add a bunch of weight. This is something that I can see most people carrying every single day. It's rechargeable, and the fact that the port is hidden, all right, out of the way, but when you need it, you can get to it. Love that feature. Waterproof. You know, even the quality, even the way it's held up, even, you know, with the scratches and stuff, I don't care, man. It's EDC. It's Streamlight. I know it's going to last. I don't care if it looks a little bit beat up. The clip, to me, is awesome. And honestly, that button, I like it being a little bit stiffer. So I know I'm not going to inadvertently turn it on or turn it off, whatever. So I really do like that a lot. Cons on it, it's not programmable. You have to buy the Coyote version to get the high first and then the low. I don't like that. I wish you could program it. That's my main con with this light. Other than that, I think for what you get and the price they're at, absolutely awesome. So I want to know what your thoughts on the Streamlight Microstream USB are. If you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, you want to see a specific gun review, come over, join us on Patreon. We're taking suggestions over there. You can join us for $1 a month and help support the channel at the same time. Thank you guys. We love you. We'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.